quick, very simple. This is
Leox.
This is
Affy.
This is
the vessel.
What's that?
That's a rock.
Okay.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Since the Disney trilogy has wrapped up, the folks over at Lucasfilm have been hard at work. They've been scrounging around the mass grave of all of the old extended universe Star Wars stories to see what else they could possibly desecrate. Then they found the Old Republic and said, hey, you know what would be a great idea, what fans would really love? Let's do the Old Republic, but make it absolutely dog shit. You know, just give it that special little Disney Lucasfilm touch, also known as the touch of death. To be fair to Disney and Lucasfilm, I would rather have them do something like the High Republic. Stay away from the Old Republic. Just stay away from it. It was amazing, and we can still go back to that and love that time period, the games, the comics, the novels, everything. Just don't touch it. Let us have something that your decrepit claws will not destroy. Just one thing. That's all I ask. Eventually they'll do it though. We're gonna get Brie Larson Old Republic movie. It's gonna happen. People think it's Avar Kriss from the High Republic. No. Disney knows that we are not fans of Brie Larson, so they're gonna say, hey, the fans really like the Old Republic. We're gonna have the most disliked Avenger play a main character in the Old Republic, their favorite timeline. Why? Because fuck you, man baby fans, that's why. That's the whole Disney Star Wars business model if you haven't been able to figure that out yet, and it's not working too well for them. I hear you though, but Mando, Star Wars The High Republic is on the New York Times bestseller list. There's no way it could be doing poorly. The New York Times bestseller list is a pretty interesting topic all in its own. As a matter of fact, World Class Bullshitters did a full video on that, which I'm gonna link in the description. You should definitely go check it out because the way books get on the New York Times bestseller list, it might surprise you. It has a lot to do with bulk ordering, and the list basically becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's pretty interesting. Check it out after this video. What I'm talking about is more the public opinion of Star Wars. Let's just go ahead and take a look at their YouTube page and just their recent posts because there's a lot of red. It's looking real bad over there. I mean, hell, you can look at some of their recent videos from a week ago. They're in the single digits when it comes to like versus dislikes. 8%, 9%. And these are videos that have over 100,000 views, so that's a good amount of people hating on the High Republic and hating on what Disney is putting out right now. And there are plenty of reasons for people to hate what the High Republic is doing. It's easy to criticize pandering writers. It's something that I do here all the time. As a matter of fact, I did a video on the High Republic and the absolute insane people that Disney and Lucasfilm have reached out to in order to write these books for this new series. You have people like Daniel Jose Older, Justina Ireland, and Claudia Gray, these absolute psychopaths who just openly say racist things, sexist things. Of course, it's only, towards white men, so that's okay. But, to sane people, that's a big turnoff. And for people like them to be propped up by a company like Disney, it's not surprising in this day and age, but it's sad. It's sad and pathetic. Just as pathetic as the brand new characters that Claudia Gray has thought up in her menopause-addled mind. Now, if you saw the thumbnail, you probably know which characters I'm referring to, but let me reintroduce you to Leox. So, Leox has a very interesting last name, Gayassi, I have no idea, I don't really give a shit. But it's pretty funny because his last name is an anagram for is gay, so basically you have this character named Leox is gay. But don't get too excited yet, folks, because we've been trolled. That's right, we've been lied to, hoodwinked by Claudia Gray and Lucasfilm because Leox is not gay. In fact, he's not straight. He doesn't like having sex at all. That's right, he's still a member, I think, of the LGBTQIA plus WX. I don't know. Is asexual part of that? I have no idea. The main thing is he's a white guy and he's not straight, so he's not evil. We don't have to hate him, so it's all good. Put down the pitchforks. This is a white man that we can be okay with. Claudia Gray would describe him as a Matthew McConaughey, so maybe he's a suave, sexy man's man. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look at his bio. Leox is the charming rogue pilot of the vessel who may or may not have a fondness for spice. Despite his undeniable good looks, romantic and sexual encounters are not imperative to him. In fact, he identifies as asexual. His primary focus is on piloting the vessel with his navigator Geode, which, trust me, we're gonna talk about Geode. Holy shit, are we gonna talk about Geode? But I have to ask, why do you gotta make the asexual guy the drug addict? Like, I don't understand. Were you thinking about that? Hey, you have this asexual person. We want to have some representation here in the galaxy far, far away. So what we're gonna do is make this asexual person, he's gonna be a drug addict. He's a filthy drug addict. It's so fucked. And obviously, it's strange that they have to point out the fact that he's asexual in his character bio. Like, how many other characters in their character bios have their sexual preferences in there? Why is this important? It is not an important thing to know who this character likes to bone, or in this case, not bone, I guess. It's not like a situation where you have a character that has a wife, a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever. They have a romantic interest, and that motivates them. There is something that is driving them, whether that be get home to their wife and kids or avenge their husband who was killed. It's not something like that. This guy's asexual, so he's not going to have a romantic interest. So how does that really play into his character, and why is that in his character bio? Did he go into a cantina, like the Mos Eisley cantina, and they're like, we don't serve your kind around here? Like, what the fuck is that doing here, other than pandering to the kinds of people that find that to be the most important character trait? Like, you can tell me, I'm not gonna go through all of these character bios, but tell me how many character bios show other characters' sexual preferences. Like, are they going to go through every heterosexual relationship? Like, this woman likes to go home and bone her husband. Like, no, they're not going to do that. Why does it matter? Just like, why does it matter that he's asexual, other than the fact that Disney wants to pander to these insane people where they just view everything through the lens of gender, race, and genitalia. Now, as it was stated in this character bio, Leox likes to pilot the vessel, which, by the way, is the name of the ship. The fucking ship's name is Vessel. So you have a vessel named Vessel. The creativity is just staggering. I'm stunned. Claudia Gray's mind is just a creative vortex. We cannot possibly understand or comprehend the thoughts that run through this woman's brain. They are just next level shit. So Leox likes to pilot his ship named Vessel with Geode. No, I didn't say Geodude. I think Geodude would have been preferable. At least he has arms and a face, for God's sakes. This rock right here, this is Geode. And Geode is the navigator for this ship. Yes, this fucking rock is the navigator for this ship. This is where we're at with Star Wars right now. This is it. If somebody wanted to know, hey, what's going on with Star Wars? How's Disney and Lucasfilm doing with Star Wars? Just show them this pet rock that's navigating a ship. And believe it or not, people are actually defending this. Some people just have no shame. There is just no limit. There is no point at which they will see something from Lucasfilm, Disney, Star Wars, and say, wait a minute, that sounds a little stupid. No, instead, what they'll say is things like, bro, you just don't get it. The Rock is the joke, okay? And no, it's not that we don't get it. We understand that The Rock is a joke. It is clearly a fucking joke that somebody would put a rock as a navigator in Star Wars. The problem is, the joke's not funny. Now I get it, sure, comedy is subjective, absolutely. Disney Lucasfilm is writing this series for the lowest common denominator, so maybe people could find it funny. Totally, I will 100% admit that. I will concede that point, that Disney Star Wars fans would be absolutely 100% content with the shit that is just spewing out of the asshole of these talentless hack writers. They're 100% okay with it, and that's fine. Disney Star Wars fans, they get what they deserve. When you get to a point where you're having to defend a fucking space rock in Star Wars being a character, a navigator on a ship of all things, there's a problem. You need to have an intervention. Somebody needs to sit down with Lucasfilm, outside of Lucasfilm, and say, what the fuck are you doing to Star Wars? Because what we're seeing is just this sycophantic circle jerk and nothing is changing for the better. It is just getting worse and worse. It is a spiral. It's like a toilet. It's like watching a log go down the toilet. That's basically what's happening with Star Wars. And I have to say, not being invested in the Star Wars universe anymore makes this so much more enjoyable. I just get to sit back and laugh. But I'll be honest, I do feel a little bit bad for people because we used to get amazing stories. Not all of the EU was great. There was definitely some garbage in the EU. I'm not a EU purist by any means. But the stories that we were getting, like the Darth Bane trilogy, the Thrawn books, we're not getting those stories anymore, and it's really sad because there is so much to explore in the Star Wars universe. Unfortunately, the creative minds that Disney is hiring to tell those stories are more concerned and obsessed over what gender are these characters gonna be, what's their sexual preferences, what's their gender identity, are they pro-BLM, are they xenophobic? Is the space fascist becoming too fascist to where they're going to be inspiring the alt-right? I don't know. We got to be careful with our fictional stories here. Like, that just seems like the thought process that a lot of these writers are having. They're not concerned with creating good stories. I've said this time and time again. They are no longer concerned with making fun and entertaining stories for everybody. They are trying to be so inclusive that they're becoming exclusive. But hey, as long as they keep giving us hit characters like Geode, I'm 100% for it, baby. Keep them rolling out. We need Geode action figures. We need Geode on t-shirts. If I don't see a goddamn Geode Funko Pop figure and a Hot Toys figure by the end of this year, I'm gonna lose my shit. Give us the merch that we desire, Disney. Geode is the new face of Star Wars. I mean, hell, Geode's got more of a personality than Daisy Ridley playing Rey ever did, so fuck it, why not? Geode 2022, Geode forever. That's what I have for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know down in the comment section below. Is Geode your new favorite Star Wars character? I mean, hell, I know for me, I'm really big into Mandalorians. I don't know if you could tell, but I might have to rename the channel. I might have to shift my collection to Geode. We have to start getting pet rocks. I'm gonna make a Geode shrine. Will you be making your own Geode shrine? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to drop a like, and if you really want to support this channel and be a badass, hit the subscribe button and share this video because it helps more than you could possibly imagine. While you're at it, make sure that the bell icon is checked and all notifications are turned on so you don't miss a single Metal Gear Mando video that you so desperately need. And before we go, I have to give a special shout out to all of my channel members. If you want to become a member of the Metal Gear Mando Enclave, all you gotta do is hit the join button right down below where this video is playing, and you'll get access to a special role in the Discord, some pretty badass emojis, and more. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.